What's up everybody, welcome back to Jes&beauty, and today we're going to be doing something very simple. I'm going to be doing a cut crease. I'm going to be using the color brown as well as like a mint color and some butterflies. Stay tuned if you guys want to learn. I'll be using my pillowy base, this one. I'm always going to be using a lighter shade than the usual one that I use because I had a darker shade. I do have a darker shade actually, but I'm going to be using this one. I'm going to apply it all over my eyelid just like so. If I look away, it's because I'm looking at another mirror right here. So we're going to go ahead and blend this. And I'm going to be using my Morphe M173 brush. It looks like that. Just like that. And we're going to start blending this. Remember that I do use a beauty blender as well, just to blend everything. So we're just going to be tapping this all over our eyelids just like so, just like that. So then, oops, I should be changing my hands, right? So we're gonna be doing the same thing, just tap 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 tap, not concealer, base color, or yeah, that base all over your eyelid like that. Just tap it just like so. And then I'm gonna grab a beauty blender. It is not wet. I normally wet them, but this time I'm not wetting it. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just going to tap that into my eyelid like that, just so that it has a really good blend, just like that. And we're gonna do the same thing. Also, like I mentioned in another video, you guys could set this with a translucent powder. I mean, if you want to, you don't have to. I normally don't, or sometimes I do, but I'm just gonna go straight in with my eyeshadow because I'm still gonna cut the crease anyway, so we don't need to set. So I'm gonna go in with my Dominic Cosmetics. As you guys can see, I used it before, and we're gonna go in with, let's see, coffee beans. Should I go with coffee beans? No, I'm gonna go with coffee beans this time. No, I'm gonna go with the mocha, with this mocha color right here. I used it last time, and you know what, it's one of my favorites, but let's go ahead and use that. I know that when it starts cracking, like if you guys see this concealer that is already cracking, not concealer, but the pillowy cosmetic base, I had to look down because I forgot. When it starts cracking like this, you guys want to just grab your beauty blender and then just kind of tap that again, just so that you have a smooth surface, just like so, and the application is smooth. So like that, when you go in with your eyeshadow, it doesn't look cracky. And I'm gonna go in with this, my favorite brush, which is right here. I don't know exactly, I think it's from BH Cosmetics, I think, but I don't know what number. And this is one of my OG brushes, and I'm gonna go in with this one. So I'm gonna grab that mocha color, and I'm gonna go right in. And I'm so sorry that I'm putting the mirror right here. It's because, you know what, you know miro, I told you guys before, you know miro. So we're gonna apply that right here, just like so. Okay, so now I'm going in with this blending brush right here, and it is a Morphe as well, and it is A25. It is an A25, and I'm gonna be using that. And I'm so sorry, my hands are a little bit dusty, musty. ¿Sabes qué? The brush doesn't even want to stay with me. But anyways, I was like touching my roots and everything, so my nails, you know, they look all nasty and rusty. But anyways, we're not concentrating on the nails today. We're concentrating on the makeup. So let's go ahead and blend that just like so. And I'm just grabbing the mocha color. See how I mentioned I think in my other video that I like to go like this versus go in circular motion. I tend to do that. And it's okay. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong. I mean, you could do your makeup however you want. Feel free. Just do your makeup, you know, don't be afraid of makeup. And so, yes, I'm just gonna like go in circular motion, and just keep going. I don't know how high I want it, so I'm just gonna go with the roll. Just go with the roll, okay? I'm talking to myself. I just wanna go with the roll. So go with the flow. That's exactly what the word that I was looking for. But anyways, this is pretty much how I want it. I'm gonna keep blending and keep blending until you guys feel like the blend is good, especially up here, because you're gonna cut this crease and, excuse me, you don't want to have like little patches, you know. So it's just keep blending. Let's keep blending. Let's keep blending. Like Dora, I think that's her name, Dora or Dorothy. Dorothy? I don't even know. It's like the movie Nemo. She doesn't say blending, but I said it, you know. Cause yeah, why not? Let's keep blending. And like so. So I'm gonna just keep blending and blending and blending. I'm gonna go ahead and clean my brush. Where's my little thingy majingy? You guys could find these at Amazon. I think I got 6 of these, and then it comes with this little thingy majingy. So this is great just to clean your brush, because you always want to, like, after you guys blend, you guys want to get that extra blend with no extra product in this brush, and you just want to just blend away still, just so that it gives you like a better blending surface, I guess. Not surface, but a very clean blend, in other words. That's exactly what I was looking for. I don't know, I can't speak today. I'm not gonna rush today. I don't know. It must be the Saturday, you know? It must be. It's like I'm gonna rush. I don't know why. But anyway, so once I got it like this, like a rainbow, you know, like I said, I do this. I do tend to do it a lot. I'm gonna cut this crease with the same thing, with the same base of Pillowy. And I'm gonna grab my little brush, see if I can find it here. Like I mentioned, I made this brush right here, and it's just a regular painting brush. I just kind of cut it. Now what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna apply a little bit right here in my hand, and I'm gonna start cutting this crease. I am gonna clean it too, because if I don't clean it, it's gonna not look good. So let's see. I normally do my crease a little bit higher than what it is, because if you guys see, yo tengo como el párpado caído, right? So está caído, like, right? So if I open my eye and I go like that, I look up, this is gonna transfer higher. So if I make my crease right here and I look up, that thing is gonna transfer higher. Then it's just gonna look odd. So that's why I make it a little bit higher. Just like so. Since I got interrupted, I did grab any brush, and like I said, this one has like a little angle, you know, to it. So I like to grab that, and I like to put it in a makeup wipe, just like that. It's gonna look like that. And then what I'm gonna do is just wipe away. Just wipe or swipe, whatever you guys want to do. And you're just gonna take all that brown off, basically. So like that, when I'm adding the other, or when I'm putting back the base, it gives me a smoother application, and then you just add the color on top, y se va a mirar mejor, you know what I mean? Just go ahead and redo it, and I'm just gonna apply all this. I use this Morphe M166. It's also flat, so I'm just gonna grab whatever product I have in my hand right here, and I'm gonna try to just fill in, just like so. And at the same time, I'm blending it with this, just like so. So I'm gonna go in with my Juvia's Place, which is this one. It is Garden of Juvia's. This is the one I have, and we're gonna go in with this color called Lucky Clover. It's kind of like a mint color. This is the one I'm gonna be using. So right here, where I just cut it in whatever, I'm gonna be using the Lucky Clover, and I'm gonna grab a brush. Let's see. I like this one. I mentioned in my other video as well. This is one of my favorite brushes to pack the colors. And then it has this side as well, where you could just kind of get the edges, you know, which is pretty good. So we're gonna grab that. Just like that. See you mean about the edges, what I mean? So you can always grab this side and then just kind of pack it and then just kind of like tap. Just like that. You know, it makes a lot of, I mean, to me, just makes a lot of sense to do that. Because sometimes I can't, you know, not with this, I can't really get it in there. So let's just kind of get all that. And let's just always go tap, tap, tap that color into your eyelid like that. So that it gets it really, really, really good. Just like that. Remembering off of my head, I don't think I was supposed to do a cut crease like that. Pero we did it. It is what it is. It's gonna look a little different. The only reason I'm saying it is because I did it in my TikTok. That the one I did wasn't supposed to be a cut crease like this. I mean, I was supposed to cut it, but I think up to right here. And then, you know what I mean? But it's okay. I messed up, right? It's all good in the neighborhood. So, to fix that, see how I told you guys that I make mistakes as well? We're going to just get the wipe, just like so. Wipe away. Wipe away right here. It's really not a big deal. Just like so. It's concealer. And I'm just gonna put some a little bit on my hand here. It's always no biggie. To me, it's like we all make mistakes, you know? Get that. Watch. And then I'm gonna go back to my brown, which is this one, and I'm gonna grab the mocha color, which is this one right here. I'm just going to go like this. Just like that. Like diagonally, like that. Just like so. So then with my other brush, with this one, I'm gonna do the same. And I'm just going to start blending everything. Just so that it looks like it never happened. Pretty much. It never happened. It never happened. Okay, just like that. Okay, so see, I fixed it. So I'm just gonna grab a little bit more of that mocha. Put it right here. Just like that. And then what I'm gonna do, actually, I'm gonna grab the Lucky Clover, this color right here. And I'm gonna just try to blend the brown and the green, or these two colors, so it doesn't look like that, you know? And then I have to go back with the brown. You go back and forth until you get this blended to your desire. That's what I'm doing right now, just kind of blending this part right here as much as I want. I want until I feel like, okay, I got it. You know what I mean, Jovine? I'm going to be using two things. I'm going to be using this little pill glitter to put it on the line right there. And then I'm going to be using my gold butterflies right here. Can you guys see them? Probably, I mean, yeah, I hope you guys can see it better on this side. So these gold butterflies, I'm going to be using those. So we're going to just go ahead and put the glitter right here. Let's see. Excuse me if you guys can't see. Like that. So you just have to kind of like build it. just like that. So you guys could build it. What I like about this glitters is that you guys could build it and build it and build it to how thick you want it, how thin you want it. So I'm gonna let that dry, and then I'm gonna put another layer. I'm gonna go in with my super strong holder eyelash adhesive clear. It looks like that. I got them on Amazon. Yes, it is jacked up because I think yesterday I had it all over my fingers and I grabbed it and it se secó. So I'm gonna put one butterfly right here, and then I think let me just go ahead and put it one by one, because then I'm gonna mess up the whole thing. Oops. So let me go ahead and grab one. These are very hard to get. Oh, so a ver si no se me cae. And we're gonna place it right here, right there. And then I'm gonna grab another one. Well, I'm gonna put another little dot right here, and then I think the other one's gonna be right here. So you put 3, because I'm only putting 3. So I hope I placed them in the correct spot. Sometimes I messed up. So just gonna turn that little butterfly, and then I'm gonna place it right there. I hope it stays. And then I'm gonna do one more. Let's see. My last little butterfly. Oh, stay. Okay. So it looks like that. Does it look bunched up? Nah. And with my Milani setting spray, which is this one, I'm gonna be applying that all over my face, just like so. The more you apply, the better it is. I said it in my last video. Okay. And then we're gonna go with our translucent powder. Any translucent powder you guys want to use. I'm gonna go with this, and I'm just gonna dab that, like slightly dabbed all over my face, just so that everything goes smooth, you know, not like go smooth, but I don't know, you get like a better results. I saw that in a TikTok. So I'm just gonna grab this one. This is a Morphe, what number, I don't know, doesn't have a number. Make sure that it's clean. You're just gonna slightly dab into that powder, and you're just gonna slightly dab all over your face. Trust me when I say it's gonna give you a better results. It will. I saw it immediately when I started doing this. So if you guys want to do it, it's an option. I like to do it. It's actually one of my steps that I normally do in my all-time routine when I do my makeup. So just like so. And then what you're gonna do, get your Milani, spray, make sure that it's set in your face and it's dry. And then I'm gonna be using this Milani concealer. I do have it in a darker one. Like I said, I was using it the other day, and it is actually like more orange. I did get to see it. I mean, it was just something that I had in handy at the time. So I went back and I got a lighter shade. I don't know if this is my shade, but we're gonna try it and see if it is. I'm gonna go with Me Makeup Institute S307. I got this fabulous brush from Hank and Hangry with this, and I'm just gonna go like an S, just like that. A little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna put a little bit right here. Like I said, I don't know if this is my shade, but we will find out. And if it's not, we're gonna make it work. So I'm just gonna grab that, and I'm just gonna start painting. I call it painting because it kind of feels like I am painting my face. But yeah, we're gonna apply that all over. Oh no, is this my color shade? It looks like a little bit pale. And I'm sorry, I'm looking at myself through a different mirror, because I said that chiquito. I don't know, it looks pale. And then you guys, if you guys see these marks right here, it's because I was dyeing my hair. So yeah, I do have them. I tried taking it off, you know, the kid came with like this little wipe, supposedly it was gonna take it away. That shit didn't take it away. Ahí me las dejó. It looks like somebody just dragged me, but it's okay. I didn't get dragged. Nope, I did not. So we're just gonna do this. I don't think it gives you like enough coverage either. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I think this is a very, very, very light shade for me. But I don't know. I have to keep trying it. So we're just gonna keep doing this. Paint your face. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more because I do want a little bit more coverage. See how I have a little bit like more, you know, I got pimples and stuff. So okay, I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. Siento como que me miro muy blanca. Or like it's... Oops. Aira ya me estaba llevando mi eyebrow. I gotta fix it now. Me llevé mi eyebrow, dude. Like, the heck? Me llevé like half of the eyebrow. Not even half of the eyebrow. I'm just kind of... You know, pero sí me llevé la eyebrow. So I'm gonna fix it. Let me go ahead and fix my eyebrow. Or you know what? Before I fix my eyebrow, I'm just gonna grab this. No, wait. This way. And I'm gonna tap, tap, tap. I think this looks kind of a little bit too white. I mean, not too white, but like a few shades way lighter than my skin. I feel like it does. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll keep blending this. And like the coverage, como que no. I mean, not that I need a lot of coverage, but if I could still see my little pequitas, you know what I mean? I don't know. Let's see. Nope. It still kind of looks the same. Anyways, it is what it is. Crease concealer. And I'm going to apply that right here. Under and right here. Right here and right here. And some right here. Just like so. I'm also going to be contouring my face with Fenty Beauty. And this one is a truffle in 4. And then this one is 34G medium gold on the Tarte creaseless concealer, and on the foundation that I'm using, which is Milani 08A. So 08A, 08A. It's in warm sand color. And so yeah, we're gonna go in with this. So with this one, I only kind of just go from like my here, right here, and then I just go this way. I don't go all the way. And then right here, my temples, the temples, you know, right here, and then right here. I normally just do that because then I'll drag it. And then la papada right here, you guys know, la papada, la papada, la papada. And then my nose right here and right here, and then some right there, right there. I'm gonna grab this one from M439 Morphe, and it's a very flat brush like this. I did clean them the other day, so they are clean. Excuse me, this hiccups. And I'm just gonna dab, 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 just like so. I don't know why, but I don't feel like that foundation really fit me. And I look really white, no sé. I feel like it. It must be just me, I don't know. But yeah, I think it is. I'm gonna be looking at my mirror over here, so because I can't do it with this little one. And then I'm gonna drag this one. So what I'm doing is just getting it and dragging it down, so it covers all the papada right here. And again, this is not a mark right here. This is freaking from the when I color my hair. You guys wanna know something? I fucked up my hair. I bleached my hair like 4 times. Lucky enough for me that it no se me cayó. I would have been pelona for sure. And then here I go again. I was like, you know what? I need a different color. So then I went dark again. And then the blonde wasn't going anywhere. And I was like, what the heck, you know? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just order new paint. So which I did. And here goes the husband to go get the paint también, ¿verdad? También le voy a dar su cagada. Because you know why? Because he's the one supporting me on doing my pendejadas on my hair, right? And then, fuck, I finally, you know what? I was like fed up with it. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go in and get it fixed. I don't care. I need to look for a salon. I'm gonna go get it fixed. Whatever, you know? And just when I was about to do that, I fixed the fucking hair. I was like, not exactly how I want it, but it doesn't look crappy. You know what I mean? It doesn't look crappy. I was like, fuck, what am I gonna do? Like, I fucking look like a peacock. Then yeah, brown, gold, dark, light brown. I have no idea. I fucking had like fucking colorful. Like fucking peacock, you know? So my hair is fucking dry. To be honest, it is super, super dry. I have to like not dye it for like a couple months so that I could go back to healthy, because I normally don't dye my hair like that. I dye my hair like maybe 2-3 times a year. I don't really dye my hair like that. But yesterday me pegó la pinche loquera, and then here I am. Here I go. And again, this is not the normal brush that I use, but right now I'm using this one. What type of brush do I use? I use this one. It's like an angle brush. And this is perfect because this one, you just kind of get it and then you just go like right here. And you blend down. I blend down all the time. I don't know how you guys will do it, but I do it this way. I blend down. Down, down, down like that. And I bring it up to my eyebrow. Kind of like in, you know. Pa que no se vea like fucking weird. Or sometimes what I'll do is that I'll just kind of just contour like right here only, and then I'll just bring it up this way, but I don't bring the contour all the way down, just because like I said, I do contour my nose in different ways, not in different forms, but in different ways, you know, like cuando se me pega la loquera, like I want a more of a sharp look, or I don't know, but contouring your nose makes a difference. So I do it. And like I said, I don't feel like my nose is like too bad. You know what I mean? I don't feel that way. But I don't know. Whoops. I just like to fuck with my nose too. It is something that I like to do. I like to experiment my options when it comes to contouring. So now that I have it like that, I'm going to go back. And I'm going to, before I do that, you guys make sure you guys, we want this to be wet, not too dry and not too wet. So I'm going to redo this, and I'm using a setting spray again because I want everything to look blendable and smooth. So you guys want to look up if you guys want to, or abran la boca así. I don't know why people do that. I don't know. I guess, you know, it is something people do. I mean, I catch myself doing that too, don't get me wrong. Like I'm one of them too. I don't know why. And I'll be like, why am I opening my mouth? You know, but I guess it's just something. So you look up like so and blend, and then this way, just like that. Just like that. And then we're gonna set this. Oh, actually I'm gonna put a little bit of concealer in between my nose right here. All right, while that is drying, I'm gonna move real quick with my bronzer, and it's an airbrush bronzer from Charlotte. This one 10, it's 310 número 3 in tono 10. So we're gonna grab this angle brush just like that. This one is in Morphe angle brush E51. God, this hiccups. I'm gonna grab, make sure you guys do that, see, no, you guys will have a bunch. So I'll do that, and then I just kind of tap. I just tap all over, just like that. Tap. And then I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side. And all right here, and tap. Right here. See, le da más color a la cara. But like I said, I don't think that foundation, no sé, siento que el foundation, it's a little too maybe if I mix the two foundations, like if I mix this one and this one, it might just kind of give me the perfect tone or the perfect foundation color that I'm looking for me. Because the other foundations, I los encontré like too light, so I thought that one was gonna do it, but it's okay, we work with it. Okay, so it's just like that. And now what I'm gonna do is that I'm going to go back, and I'm just gonna make sure that everything under my eyes is set and not cracking, and getting it ready for the powder, just like so. Using this Huda Beauty cherry blossom. Yeah, is it this one? Es que tengo two. So this one is in peach pie, and this one's cherry blossom. So we're gonna use a cherry blossom. Okay, so I'm gonna be using a puffer, and I'm going to put it right here, just like so, and I'm gonna apply it like that. Oops, I didn't do it right. It's okay. Like I said, I make mistakes too. And that's just a grip. Just like that. So I'm just gonna do this. I'm actually gonna grab a brush and I'm just gonna swipe that away. Because me puse mucho. I don't know what happened there. I thought que le había quitado. I don't know. So we're just gonna do that. It's okay. Nothing happens. I think that just went in there, but it's okay. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do the same thing to the other one. So I'm gonna make sure this time that is actually not a lot like the other. Okay, much better. And I'm just gonna set that. It doesn't matter, like, if you guys want it like that and just put a lot, just like how I did the first time, it's fine. I just preferred to do it this way because I think it's like a better application. It's like a smoother application, you know what I mean? To me, in my personal opinion. I don't know to you guys, but to me it is. So that's what I do. But no matter what, I always use like a brush like this and just kind of just swipe away what I don't want. And then with my nose right here, I'm just gonna tap, 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 tap. That, just like so. Does it look chueco? Because I can't really see. I hope not. And then I'm just gonna go with this one right here, the one I use for my contour. Just kind of give it a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna be using my Juvia's Place blush volume 4, and this is what it looks like. I'm gonna just put a little bit of blush, not too much, and I'm gonna be using my angle brush, which is this one, and this one is Morphe, pero no tiene número, no number. Anyways, so I'm gonna grab a little bit of both and then slightly just put it right here. Just tap, tap, tap. That's basically what I like to do. And then I pour some right here. Okay. Tap that into your face just like so. Hasta acá. Yo me lo pongo hasta acá. This is your choice though. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. So from here to here. From here to here, I'm gonna tap that product. Like that. Hasta el tempo de aquí. And just do this. Tap, tap, tap. We're gonna do this. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm gonna be moving to my other Huda Beauty. And this is in Peach Pie. And now we're gonna be doing the we're gonna be setting our face. So before I set my face, let me just close my little thing right here. I'm gonna be using my Milani setting spray. Let that oh, you know what, while it's wet, I like to use my Fenty Beauty, I forgot, I think this one's Diamond, I'm not sure, but it's this one. I like to put some right here and a little bit right here, like so, right here. Yeah, okay. While my face is wet. So now I'm gonna get my peach and I'm gonna grab this angle brush. Like I said, I think it looks like an angle brush, but I don't know. I use it for my, to define my cheeks and stuff. I don't know. So anyways, this is also a Morphe, but no sé qué número. So I'm just gonna grab some of that peach, the axis, and then just go this way and this way. Why do I look so white right there? And then this way. I just go this way and this way. And then I just set everything else like that. With this. I don't want to apply too much. Just like that. Okay. Then I grab a regular brush with nothing. Que no tenga nada. Basically clean. And then you just kind of do all this. gonna be grabbing this one. También es Morphe, pero no, doesn't have a number. And it looks like that. Just like that. And I'm gonna be grabbing the mocha. Grab my little mirror. Tapping the axis and going in. Oops. And just put it under your eye, your under eye, like that. And just blend. I think I should have used a different type of brush. That's okay, this one's doing the job. Then we'll do the same thing to the other eye. Just like so. Don't be scared to add that color and then blend it. Okay, so before moving on, I'm gonna apply a little bit of my diamond highlighter right in my inner corners. I'm gonna bring it up a little bit right here. So I think it looks beautiful. So I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Just like so. Gonna add a little bit more. A little bit more. I really don't like this mascara. This is from Wet n Wild. It's Mega Length Mascara. I don't know why. I haven't even bought a better one, but I don't like it. This is from LA Girl. And I'm going to be using this black eyeliner. And I'm going to put it right here in my waterline. Just like so. Just like so. Then over here. I don't know why my eye always cries. We're gonna do our mascara. I do curl my lashes, pero sabes que these lashes are just like that no se quedan, like they don't stay. So I'm just gonna skip that part and I'm just gonna put some mascara on the bottom. And like I said, I'm not a very fan of this Wet n Wild mascara. Alright, you guys, this is the final look. What do you guys think? You guys like it? If you guys do, don't forget to give me thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.